possibly one of the most magical experiences we've ever had.
This is absolutely chaotic.
Oh my gosh, we just saw a turtle.
We're Tom and Hannah, and we're driving from Sydney all the way to Cairns in this Mystery Machine campervan in 12 days. We've got a lot of driving to do. In this video, we're in Queensland, so join us as we make our way slowly north, taking in some of the sights that the state has to offer.
Hello!
Good morning! We are in Queensland, which means we've left New South Wales, we're getting more into the tropical nature of Australia. You can already tell because it is boiling outside. So the first stop we have made on our Queensland road trip is the ginger factory.
It was just on the route on the way up to our destination we're going to tonight, and we just thought it looks really interesting. It looks quite children oriented, but I think it should be fun. Just booked the tickets to go on the ginger tour.
They're $17.50, which I think is quite reasonable to do a tour about ginger.
But first, we've got to have coffee, and there's a deal where you get a ginger scone and a coffee, so we've got that. I don't even like ginger that much, but hopefully I like the scone.
We're about to start the Taste of Ginger tour. Strong.
Ginger and fresh cordial is the byproduct of when we make that sweet chili sauce.
That was actually so interesting.
That was so good. Like, I had no idea that was like all the process for ginger. I have got like a newfound love for ginger, so all my life I've never really liked ginger. But every single ginger thing they give us in the tasting platter, I loved. Like, it was so good, and I feel like I've got this newfound like absolute love for ginger. So I'm so happy we came here.
They've also got a boat ride, which we don't really know much about, but we're gonna go check it out.
Yeah. So we just got on the boat, and it's basically a trip around the world. She said it's the cheapest trip around the world we'll ever do.
This is absolutely chaotic.
That was so cute.
We spent $26 on this.
You just looked so unsure the entire time. That was actually so funny. I really enjoyed that.
We're getting further and further north, which means it's getting hotter and hotter. And we're starting to see more of that landscape that we know and love about Australia, the oranges, the browns, as it gets drier and drier. Still got about an hour to drive until we get to Bundaberg.
It feels like we've been driving for days.
We're just on one road pretty much the entire time. It's an absolute killer, but when we get there, we're going to do something very exciting.
After that long drive, we have just pulled up in our campsite just outside of Bundaberg, and this definitely wins the award of cutest campsite we've stayed in so far. It's just so full of trees, and it's just really nice.
It is lovely.
Yeah. Kangaroo!
I mentioned earlier on in the video that we were going to do something really exciting tonight. So we've come to the Mons Repos Turtle Centre to hopefully see some turtles.
I'm so excited, and the sunset is beautiful, and it just feels like such a perfect, calm, lovely evening.
We're just heading into the centre now, and yeah, see you in a sec.
You're welcome to go up there, but please keep a distance.
We just got back to the car after the turtle encounter. We didn't really get a chance to speak while we were like actually doing the encounter, but oh my gosh, that was possibly one of the most magical experiences we've ever had.
That was, yeah, I mean, just seeing this turtle, I'm almost, I don't know what to say, I'm almost speechless.
Yeah, I got really emotional actually, like watching her actually lay the eggs and watching her go back into the sea at the end. I was just like, this is amazing. Like, we're so lucky to have seen that.
So what usually happens is there's an interactive exhibit and then a talk by one of the rangers, and then you go out. But we literally had been there for 5 minutes, and one of the rangers comes in and is like, everybody, there is a turtle on the beach, so we're going out right now. And it ended up being a loggerhead turtle, which are really quite endangered.
And she was huge. I think she was 48 years old, and this is her 6th breeding season here.
She laid 165 eggs.
Yeah, so we watched her lay all these eggs into the hole that she dug. It was just like amazing to just witness her just sitting there, just laying all of these eggs, like one after another. We had to basically wait for her to just slowly turn around and make her way back out to the sea and just like watch her go
Swim
off into the waves, and then she just leaves her eggs and never sees them again.
And 6 to 8 weeks later, they hatch. Of course, there's no guarantee that you're going to see turtles because they are wild animals, but even just to learn about them, it was so interesting.
Yeah, I feel like I learned so much, and so much to even put in the video.
And then as we were leaving, we saw a massive snake.
We were walking back just feeling so calm and happy after seeing the turtle, and then there's this massive snake just crossing our paths. That's shaking us up a little bit. We just very hyper-vigilantly checked the van before getting in for any sort of creepy crawlies or snakes. So a little bit on edge now, but we're gonna head back to the campsite and yeah, head to sleep before a long drive again tomorrow.
Good morning, everyone.
We have just arrived on Great Keppel Island, and it is your picture perfect paradise island. White sand, blue sea. I'm so excited.
We are about to go and pick up our snorkel gear because we're going to go snorkeling on the Great Barrier Reef.
This is something I've been wanting to do since I was really little, so I'm so excited.
So there are quite a few different beaches that you can go snorkeling from, and we're heading to Shelving Beach, which is the closest one, with a little reef on it. And apparently there is a mother and calf dugong feeding in this area, so there is a small chance you might be able to see a dugong.
That'd be so cool. They're like the little sea cows, because I didn't actually know what they were until today. Like mini manatees, so that'd be so cool to see.
Ever since we saw the snake the other night, every stray branch or stick on the floor, I'm just like, oh god, is it a snake? This is just your stereotypical island paradise with lots of little walking tracks everywhere to get to secret coves and small beaches. And we read as well that Keppel Island is a lot less touristy than Whitsundays, but has just as much reef life on it. So you're getting a lot more seclusion and you get to see just as much coral.
So this is Shelving Beach, and oh my gosh, it just looks so perfect. Like the water is so clear and blue, and I think we can see the reef just in the distance over there. I'm so excited. We've only been here for like an hour and I already feel like I just want to live here. It's so perfect.
You can actually stay on the island itself overnight, and they have a few cabins and Airbnbs that you can rent out. We've just gone for the half-day tour, which means that we have to be back on the boat by 2. But that should give us enough time to at least snorkel 1 or 2 of the beaches. It costs about 90 Australian dollars, which includes the boat trip, the snorkel hire, it includes lunch and an alcoholic drink. So we thought it was pretty worth it. How are you supposed to walk in these?
did our first little bit of snorkeling. We saw a stingray and like loads of little fish and the actual coral reef itself, which is really cool. But we're just having a little breather and chilling in the sun, which is boiling. It's so warm, so I don't think we'll be able to stay here long. And then we're going to go back for a little snorkel, going to go a little bit further down the reef this time, and then go for lunch and then head back. Oh my gosh, we just saw a turtle and I was literally swimming up alongside the turtle as it swam away. Oh my gosh, that was like so special. I feel so like excited after saying that. That was amazing.
I feel very sun-kissed, very salty,
Very satisfied.
very, very satisfied.
And very, very seasick.
That was absolutely incredible.
We swam next to a turtle. Oh my gosh, that was one of the best moments ever.
I think it was definitely a bucket list item for us was to go snorkeling, and to go snorkeling over the Great Barrier Reef is just, it's just wild.
Yeah, feeling very happy we did that.
Yeah,
Would have
same.
loved to spend more time on the island, but it was just a short little trip.
You could go to Fraser Island, you could go to Whitsundays, but the Keppel Island seems very, very underrated. If you want to go sort of not a tourist hotspot, then go here. Now let's just keep driving north. In the heart of the Australian bush is a Spanish castle. It's so long!
We're going to be going on one of those in a sec.